Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's class, Strong and Steady. I'm Jen. I'm excited to be with you today. Let's get started. I'm seated on my folding chair on my sit bones, sitting nice and tall. Extend your arms away from your side and start relaxing and working those arms into circles. Trying to promote blood flow into the arms and the chest and the back. Loosen up those muscles a little bit. Being conscious of keeping your torso still. Engaging that pelvic floor and that low transverse to keep you still. All right, change directions of those circles. Now maybe think just a little bit about the movement of your shoulder blades and your mid-back. Nice and easy. Good, slow down and let's do one big backstroke motion. I'm using my left arm right now and my right hand's on my right knee. And I'm focusing on long, slow breaths. Good, okay, the other arm. Nicely done. Good, okay. Now, let's stop those swings. Let's come to standing out of our chair. Let's place our hands on our hips. And I'm going to give you my side view, elbows back just a little bit so I have that tension in my lats. Weights more on the balls of my feet. I'm getting ready for my first hinge, so I'm softening my knees and melting my sternum toward the ground, maintaining my neutral spine throughout, focusing on loosening up those hamstrings. Feel those glutes, nice, good energy. We want to get those guys woke up as a precursor to other movements here. Good, as you rise, you're finding that position where your shoulders are stacked over your hips and your knees, not over rotating. Good, that's my last hinge. Now I'm gonna cross my arms out in front, squeeze through my armpits, elbows parallel to my armpits. And I'm gonna go into my first body weight squats of the day, keeping the weight in my heels, sinking my hips, ideally not rounding in the spine, maintaining a strong low belly. Good, nicely done. Okay, we've got a everything workout today. We have weights, we have a tabata cardio session, and we're ending with Pilates. So it's gonna be a fun workout. All right, we're gonna go back to our squat with lateral leg raise. We did that last class. We're gonna do it again today. Now, as we're able, we're gonna try to not use the chair. So if I can, I've got dumbbells in both hands for my squats. If I need the chair for my lateral leg raise, I can have one hand down and I can hold the dumbbell because I don't want it in the way of my leg. I'm gonna hold it on the rack, okay? It's a little bit away from my center of gravity, which is about at my belly button, but I'm gonna put it here so my wrist is on top of my elbow and my elbow's locked into my ribs. Okay, we're gonna do 8 of each exercise for this first round. So I'm gonna do 4 on one side, 4 on the other, and I'm gonna demonstrate this with the dumbbell on one side. Okay, you ready? So it's a squat, stand, lateral leg raise. We've got 4 this way, squat, rise, lateral leg raise. 3, a pronounced shift of that body weight over the standing leg. Okay, that's 4. Now let's switch. Okay, ready? Squat, rise, lateral leg raise. Squat, rise, 2. Okay, pay attention. We're trying to raise that leg up by squeezing through the obliques and the glutes. Good, okay. Now we're gonna do more of that work standing without weights, oblique crunch. So now we're gonna focus on, can I draw from my knee to my elbow, and we're gonna do 4 on one side, 4 on the other. Ready, exhale, contract and slowly lower. 2, 3, and I want you to feel that strong tightening in your oblique and in your glute. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3. So it's a 1 count on the contraction and a 2 count as the leg goes to the ground. Now we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit with some dumbbell skier arms. All right, so I've got these dumbbells, suitcase carry at my side. Let's hinge and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just had 8, 7, strong low belly, and 8. Lower with control. Now we're back to the top. Okay, squat to lateral leg raise, dumbbell on the rack. Okay, ready? Now we've got 10. Squat, lateral leg raise. So heart rate's going, so we're focusing on slowing it down. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Switch the dumbbell to the other side. Squat, lateral leg raise. 2, drawing from the heel. 3, 4, and 5. Good, dumbbell down, standing oblique crunch. Palms at your ears, ready. 1, 2, nice and slow coming down. 3, 4, and 5. Good, switch sides. 2, strong crunch in that right oblique. 4, and 5. Excellent, dumbbell skier arms. We have 10, ready, steady, hinge, and go. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're moving from your heels to the balls of your feet. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, slowly lower. Now we're back to the top again for 8. Okay, you ready? Okay, squat to lateral leg raise. Squat, lateral leg raise. 2, 3. So using that chair for balance as you need. All right, switching sides. Squat, lateral leg raise. 2, 3, weight into your heels. Remember, we want to maintain that neutral spine, strong low belly. 4, good. Standing oblique crunch. Ready. Nice and slow, crunch and slow release. 3, and 4, and switch. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Use your breath. Find that center of gravity. And last round of dumbbell skier arms. All right, ready. All right, hinge and go. 2, 3, 4. That weight swinging away from your center, but you're strong in the belly. Good. And 8. Nicely done. Okay, so now we're into our first round of cardio. All right, so here's what we're doing today is we're gonna do a tabata format in our cardio. So we're gonna do 4 rounds. All right, we're gonna stay with a high march. It's gonna be 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Okay, so it's a little more than 4 minutes, 4 rounds of that. All right, okay, you got it. 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. High march, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so here we go. Our arms are swinging. Now we're focusing on staying on the balls of our feet, pounding our feet into the ground, knees getting as high as our belly button, but not crossing over, right? Coming straight up. Now our arms are swinging ear to hip, ear to hip. Nice straight line, so we aren't getting any rotation or rolling over in our shoulders. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that's our first round. We get 10 seconds rest. You can probably feel that blood flowing. That's great. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Pump those arms and pound those feet. Now, presuming that we all have healthy joints and don't have any arthritis going on, this pounding is good for our bone development at any age. That pounding helps promote new bone growth, right? So keep it up. Good. Okay, there's our 30 seconds. 10 seconds up. Nicely done. You got it. All right, keep that core engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for 30. All right, so now let's focus on our shoulders. Relax in the neck and tops of shoulders. We shouldn't feel our shoulder blades rise up and down in our back. Good, focus on thumbs, ear to hip. Get those knees up. Good. March. You got it. Use those lats, draw those elbows back. Good. Okay, time, 10 more seconds. We got one more round of 30 seconds and we're done with our high march. How's that heart? Good. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for 30. Good. Find a nice rhythm here, folks. Excellent job. Almost done. Drive that belly button in. 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice work. Nice work. Okay. Now, grab your chair. We're gonna start off in a seated position. We're gonna do a tiny new little variation on a movement here. We're gonna do a seated press out, but we're gonna pretend if you have the choice to grab one heavier dumbbell, that's what I'd like you to have here. A seated press out with a twist. Okay, so what does that mean, Jen? Pretend that your dumbbell is the steering wheel of your car. Okay, so here I am seated, not in your comfortable car where you're leaning back, but in your chair on your sit bones, nice and neutral, okay? And as we're gonna do this press out, we're gonna press out and then twist, like we're twisting the steering wheel of your car. So you're gonna take a rotation back to center and then another rotation, okay? So if you had your left arm on top, center, and then right arm on top. Okay, we're gonna try and keep our spine neutral and make that rotation come in our lats and our tops of shoulders, okay? So we have 8 of those, and each repetition is a full twist and back, okay? Throughout, core engaged, torso's not moving, chest and lats are strong. Okay, that's our first one. All right, you ready? So inhale into the chest. Exhale, press out, twist, and back. Press, twist, and twist. That's 2. Twist, and twist. Now, can you feel all the areas that are firing to do this? The hand that's down. You're probably feeling oblique and lat, maybe the lower pec, right? 6, and twist. 7, twist, and return. Last one, 8, twist, and return. Whew. That's more challenging than it thinks. You're not only holding this heavy weight away from your core, and really having to focus on your core engagement, but then also tons of shoulders, chest, lat, and oblique work. Okay, now we have lateral lunges. So we are not gonna alternate. We're gonna do 4 on one side and then 4 on the other so we can get to a little more fatigue on one side. Okay, so you ready? Behind your chair, using it as necessary. I'm lunging onto my left leg. Lunge and press back to center. 2, same leg. 3, and I'm pressing off of that bent leg predominantly. 4, that right leg is just holding onto the ground. Okay, let's go right for 1. Press off. Try and press off firmly enough so you can gather your feet together under your torso. Exhale, press to center. Use that exhale to think, gather everything back to the middle. Okay, and now we have upright rows. So now we can do this either seated or standing. Grab 2 dumbbells, dangle them below your legs, adjust your posture. Inhale, and then exhale. Elbows drawn to the ceiling, using those upper shoulders, upper back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Give me 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. Okay, now we're back to our seated. Press out with that steering wheel twist. Okay, and we have 10. All right, so I want you to feel through all these muscles that are supporting. Remember that bottom hand, that lat to oblique is contracting as that hand goes down. Okay, reset and contracting, but I don't want your spine to actually be bending. I just want you to be able to feel the support that that side of your torso is providing. Okay, you ready? Grab that dumbbell by your ears. Nice neutral spine, belly button in. Exhale, press away and twist to the right and twist to the left. Return. 2, twist and twist. 3, twist and twist. 4, twist and twist. I want you to feel like you're able to contract through that side to twist and pull down. 5 more. 1, 2, twist and twist. 3, and twist. 4, return. Last one, exhale and exhale and exhale and return. Excellent job. That one's harder than it looks. Okay, lateral lunges. All right, we're staying with that same methodology. 5 on one leg. So I'm going to the left. I have the chair in front of me if I need it, okay? All right, and hopefully you're feeling your hips open up. All right, you ready? Let's go left. 1, 2, exhale as I rise up. 3, push off. 4, and 5. Good. Okay, now we're gonna go the other way. Nice and deeply. Lunge to the right, strong push off. Focus on the heel. 2, 3. Good. Keep that core nice and tight. 4, and 5. Excellent. And now upright rows again. Okay. Ready? Grab those dumbbells by the ears, one ear pointing down. Exhale. Now we have 10 of these, which is plenty of time for you to begin thinking through that process. Belly button to spine. Exhale, rib zip as elbows go to the ceiling. What's drawing my elbows? It's imaginary string pulling. I'm not pulling from my chest. I'm using the tops of my shoulders and my back. 2 more. 1 and 2. So when you're done with 10 of those, you say, yes, I can feel it here, Jen. I don't feel it so much in my chest as I do in my tops of shoulders. Okay, our last round of press outs. All right, reach for that heavier dumbbell, that single one that you have as you're able. All right, seated, neutral, legs in parallel, not collapsing knees. All right, dumbbells at your chest. Ready. Exhale, press out, twist, and twist. Return. 2. Good. 3, and twist. 4, twist, and twist. Remember, it's that bottom hand, oblique activation. 5, and 5. Extend. 6, 6. Excellent work. 2 more. 7, 7. And extend. 8, and 8. Excellent. All right. Good work. Okay, now, tiny change or addition to our lateral lunges. All right, so I'm gonna move the chair so you can see. We're gonna make this we're gonna play with a little combo movement. Okay, so we're gonna perform our lateral lunge. We're gonna come back and plant the foot behind and do a tiny little curtsy lunge. Tiny, right? So we're just getting more work out of that glute. Okay, you got me? So I'm gonna put the chair back in place, but we're gonna cross that leg over. It's gonna take a lateral lunge. Instead of planting under the hip, it's gonna extend behind. Bend the knee a little bit and then come back up, okay? We'll stop between each one because I know it might be tricky to just work continuously between lunge, curtsy lunge, lateral lunge, curtsy lunge. Okay, so I won't do that to you. We're just gonna work on these mechanics and put that glute, which is more of a fan-shaped muscle, right, into moving through its range of motion to support you. Okay, so here's my chair. All right, I'm gonna lateral lunge, lateral, rise up, hands on the chair, step back, curtsy lunge to center, okay? Lateral lunge, center, reach back with that leg, curtsy lunge to center. 3, extend back, curtsy lunge to center. That's 4. Okay, excellent job. Now the other side. So I'm going out to that right leg. As I come up, it's going to weave back and plant behind my left hip. Okay, ready? All right, lateral lunge. Back to center, plant behind, curtsy lunge to center. 2, plant behind, curtsy lunge. Now you'll notice that my curtsy lunge, I'm not going all the way down. I can just feel the lengthening of that muscle, okay? 3, plant behind, bend the knee, go down a bit, feel the lengthening of that muscle. And 4, behind and curtsy and plant. Well, there you go. Good work, guys. I hope you felt like, yeah, that's something I can play with getting better at. Okay, now we're back to our tabata. Okay, move my chair out of the way and we're gonna do footwork. We're doing icky shuffle, which is a little bit about high knees, a lot about quick feet. Okay, so we have 30 seconds. If you recall, it's step, 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 lift. And there's an isometric hold as you do that lift, right? We're all about getting our feet off the ground. Okay, ready for 30 seconds. Steady, let's go. Step, step, lift. Good. We're not working super speedily here. We don't have to drive for athletic performance. What we do have to drive for is getting our feet off the ground so we actually don't shuffle and fall. We got to be able to contract and lift, maintain our one-legged balance. Good. Okay, time. Good work. 3 more rounds, 10 seconds, short window, short window. 3, 2, and 1. Step, step, lift. See that one-legged balance we're working there? Good work. Now as the leg comes up, the core stays neutral. So contract and not lean. Contract. Good. No shuffling. Just toes hitting the ground. Okay, time. 10 seconds. 2 more rounds. Good work. Ready. 3, 2, and 1. Step, step, step. Lift. Good. Now, if you could see how I am moving laterally, like I'm going through a swimming pool, I'm gliding. So as you move, imagine that you're gliding or dancing for you, Patricia. Good. Right, nice gliding. Time, 10 seconds, last round. Okay, how's that heart rate? Good work. All right, last round. Get your feet off the ground and balance. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Nice. Good. Yeah, you can have your hands out. You can have your hands on your hips. Whatever is most comfortable for you, as long as you're maintaining good form, getting the feet off the ground, balancing, lifting, breathing. Good. And time. All right, nice job. Good work. Okay, now let's get back to our chair. Okay, so we're gonna revisit something that we did on the ground, but we're gonna do it in boat pose here, okay? So we're gonna work on our scoop press. All right, so we kind of got into that area, which is why I'm doing both of these today, when we did that twist. So one of the things, you're getting into your lower pecs on that twist, all right? And the scoop press, we're working from here, right? With our rounded arms, and we're pressing and we're squeezing through that same area, so that hopefully you felt that intensely as we did that press out twist. You're gonna activate in that same way through this scoop press. All right, so we're seated nice and tall. All right, we're gonna lean back with a neutral spine, holding the weight of our torso and our low belly. Our arms are out and rounded, and we're gonna scoop, bringing the ends, the tails of the dumbbells together. Squeeze through the lower pecs, armpits, serratus. 4, just the tail. 5 of your dumbbells are coming together. 6, 7, and 8. Good, lower the dumbbells with control and come back to an upright position. Now, I'm hoping that combination of those 2 exercises help you feel really connected to that muscle group that we were driving for when we go into scoop press. Now we're doing our halos, okay? So agility, shoulder work, we're gonna take our halos around our bellies as well, okay? All right, so you ready? All right, wrap that scarf around and then around your belly. 1, around the head and around the belly. Good, good shoulder work around the head and around the belly. And that's 4 for this direction. Let's change direction now. Wrap it the other way. Keeping your torso still as you wrap it around your waist. We're trying to work through that range of motion in your shoulders that we've been working on. And 4, reaching behind and back to center. Good, okay. Nicely done. Now, a little bit more glute and hamstring work. So let's get bent over on our chair. We have a combo movement, hydrant to kickback. So stabilize yourself over your chair, squeezing your lats, wrists under armpits. Flamingo a leg. Okay, ready? Exhale, hydrant, and extend back for a kickback. 2, heel to the wall. 3, and 4. Good, now let's switch sides. As you go through this, we're moving with intention, right? We're not swinging our legs around. We're contracting through our hydrant and lengthening and extending through our kickback. 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. Okay, back to our boat pose scoop press. Okay, reaching for our dumbbells. Now, just one more thought on that hydrant to kickback. If you had a resistance band at home, you could implement that. I don't know how many of you have that, but if you felt like that was something you wanted to incorporate, please feel free to do so. Okay, all right. So to begin, I've got dumbbells in my hands. All right, I've got my legs in parallel. I'm gonna exhale as I lean my parallel back. Okay, I'm not rounding, I'm just extending my parallel, leaning back. All right, now I have the dumbbells, palms up, arms are rounded. Exhale, contract and scoop. 2. All right, armpits, lower pecs, serratus. 4. Don't let your torso move. 5. 6. Low belly strong. 7. Good, we got 3 more. 8. 9. And 10. Lower with control. Contract back to upright. Okay, dumbbells down. Grab that heavier dumbbell if you have it for our halos. Okay, 10 halos, dumbbell to the chest. Ready, sitting nice and tall. Inhale into the chest and let's go. 1, around the head and around the waist. 2. Now don't feel like you are rushing it around the head. Wrap that scarf all the way around and then around the waist with the belt. 4. And around, nice and still. And 5. Change of direction. I'm going to my left ear first now. And opposite circle for my waist. 2. Still in my torso. My belly button is going in toward my spine as I'm wrapping my transverse like a corset around my midsection. And 5. Good. Okay. Now we have those hydrants to kick back. Okay, so if you had the resistance band, you'd put it right above your knees, right above your patella. Okay, ready? Flamingo leg, hydrant, and kickback. Obliques and glutes and hamstring. 3, 4, and 5. Good, switching sides now. Imagining that you are frozen in your shoulders all the way down to your hips almost, because you don't want that to move. 2, exhale. 3, 4, and 5. Good work. Okay, back to our seated boat pose, scoop press. Okay. All right, nice and tall. Lean back as you exhale. Palms up, arms are rounded. Ready? 1, 2. We only have 8. 3, 4, 5, squeezing through the armpits. 6, lower chest. Zip the ribs. 7 and 8. Good. Okay. Halos. Ready. And wrap that scarf for 1 and 2, all the way around and all the way around. 3, strong fingers, strong palms. 4, change directions. 1, good. 2, wrap it around and wrap it around. 3 and 4. Excellent. Okay, hydrant to kickbacks. All right, grasp the chair on either side, stack the shoulders over the armpits, weight on the balls of your feet, flamingo one leg, and hydrant to kickback. Nice and controlled, contract and lengthen. Contract, lengthen, extend. And 4. Good, okay, switching sides now. Good, finding your weight over your armpits. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, here we go. Our last round of tabatas. Okay, now we are going to change things up versus what's on the programming here. All right, so we're gonna do the knee thrust for our tabata for this last round of tabatas. Okay, so the chair's on my right. I'm gonna have my right foot dug into the ground. Okay, you ready? So I'm reaching back into my split stance and go and thrust. And we're staying on this leg for 30 seconds. Okay, if you can do it without hanging on, great. But your focus right now, if that right foot is down, is that right glute and hamstring. Contract, knee thrust, contract and knee thrust. Use that core to stay on balance. Use the chair if you need to. Good, all right. Now let's switch sides for 30 seconds. Okay, so left foot is down, right leg is back. We're working the right or the left hamstring and glute. Ready, steady, go, thrust. Use that chair if you need to so you can find that execution in the correct muscle group. Contract, contract. Good, pick a spot out in front. If you're working on your agility, find that spot. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now we're switching sides. Last time through for this leg. Ready? Right leg forward, left leg back. Steady. Let's go for 30. Go. Good. Strong and powerful. Get that muscle moving. My right leg is down, so it's my right hamstring, right glute, dragging me forward. Good. Stay with it as long as you can. I know 30 seconds is really long for this, but you can do it. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Getting strong. Okay. All right, ready, steady, left leg forward, go. All right, now it's left hamstring, left glute. Now if I'm not using the chair, I can extend my hands if I want and reach. Good. Good form. Stay with it as you're able. Use a chair if you need to. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Good work. Okay. Now we're on our last round of work. Okay, so now we're gonna do some extra for our back. We have a 3-part movement called the IYT, and it gets into a lot of the range. All right, so I'm gonna use the chair here for stability, and I'm gonna go into a split stance. Okay, so the chair's on my right. I'm gonna use my right leg forward. My right hand is down, and I'm gonna hinge. All right, so it's my left arm, which for now, I'm just gonna do body weight, right? Because I wanna focus on using my back. I don't wanna push from my chest. All right, so I'm gonna do eyes first. So I, and then out to Y, drawing from my shoulders and my back, and then T. Got it? I, exhale Y, and T. I, Y, work through that range of motion, T. And if you don't use that chair, work on the balance. Y and T. Good, okay. Now we're gonna go through the other side. Now you want to imagine that the muscles in your chest are dead and you're just pulling this arm like you're a marionette, like there's a string attached to your back. Okay, so now my right arm's gonna work, left leg's forward, hinge, both shoulders facing the ground, hand on the chair or not. I, Y, and T. I, Y, and T. Good. I, Y, T. Pick a focal point. I, Y, and T. All right, nicely done. Hinge back up to standing. Okay, now we're gonna do a reverse lunge with a shoulder press. Okay, so dumbbell is on the rack. We're gonna do 4 on one side, on each side. Okay, so I'm standing to the left side, the chair's on my right. Right leg is down. Okay, ready? Reverse lunge, activate the glutes, press to the ceiling. Reverse lunge, come to standing and press. 3 and 4. Good. Okay. Other side, dumbbell on the rack. Reverse lunge. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. Okay, now we're gonna do some bent over tricep kickbacks. Okay, so grab those dumbbells. Ready, 2 of them. Exhale as you hinge forward, neutral spine, draw those elbows in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lower the dumbbells, exhale, hinge back to standing. Okay, split stance, IYTs, 5s on each side. Okay, right leg forward, left leg back, hinge. Okay, arms are underneath your shoulders, dangling. One hand can be down, the right hand can be down, but otherwise, left arm. I, Y, and T. And if you had like a 1-pound dumbbell, Y and T, that would be great, or a bottle of water. Y, if you felt really compelled to add more weight. 4, and 5, Y, and T. Good, okay. Switching sides. Do you feel how strong that glute has to perform to hold you in that split stance? Excellent, okay. Left leg forward, hinge. All right, ready. I with the right, Y, and T, I, Y, and T, I, Y, and T, I, Y, T. Good. One more. 5, Y, and T. Good, hinge back to standing, feel that left glute. Okay, reach for that dumbbell. Reverse lunge to press. Chairs in the right, dumbbells in the left. Right leg down. Ready? All right, reverse lunge, use those glutes. 1, 2, we got 5, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay. Even though we have extra weight, we're keeping within this plane of our body. It's not extending away. You're good. All right. Left leg down. Reach back with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Nice lunging. Okay, reach for another dumbbell for your bent over tricep kickbacks. Okay, you ready? All right, hinge forward. Soft bend in the knees, neutral spine, elbows drawn in, and extend. 2, 3, 4, nice and slow. 5, 2, 2, strong triceps. 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. IYT split stance for 4 on each leg. Right leg forward, left leg back. Chairs on my right. Hinge. Arms are down. Left arm, I, Y, T, 2, Y, T, 3. Good. Imagine that string, drawing your arm up. And 4, Y, and T. Good. Now hinge back to upright, switching legs, switching sides of your support chair. Hinge forward, left leg forward, arms are dangling. I, Y, T. So palm facing on the I, palm down on the Y and T. 3, and 4, Y, and T. And hinge back up to standing. Excellent. Okay, reverse lunges. Grabbing that dumbbell. Okay, on the rack. I'm to the left of the chair. My right leg staying down as I reverse lunge. Lunge and press. 2, glute, glute, glute. 3, and 4. Excellent. Switching sides now. Uneven load. Ready. Step back lunge. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Last set of triceps. Okay, hinge forward. Draw the elbows to the ribs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good kickbacks. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Lower those dumbbells. Hinge back to standing. Okay. Now we're going to make our way to the ground. All right. So get a drink before we go. All right. Now using our chair as needed to go down into our half kneel or our lunge. All right. Excellent. So take it down to 2 knees. Move my chair out of the way. Plant the hands. We're going to roll over onto the side and onto our backs. Okay. Now, let's make our imprint. All right, so our feet are in the ground. Our torso, the backs of our spine are into the ground. Our neck and tops of shoulders are relaxed. Our lower rib cage is heavy into the ground and relaxed. Like sometimes we are at attention, but we are relaxed and flat against the mat. Elbows, palms, legs in parallel. All right, let's start with our breathing. Inhale into our nose, into the chest, and exhaling out the mouth. And start with that low belly sinking as you exhale. Now remember, we're not rounding our back as we do that. We're not pressing our back into the mat. Our anterior belly is sinking in toward our spine, but our spine's unchanged. Inhale and exhale. Good. As you start relating to that visual and that sensation of your belly sinking, add in the initiator, which is the pelvic floor lifting and sinking. Inhale into the nose, exhale out the mouth, pelvic floor and transverse. And finally, it's exhaling into the pelvic floor, transverse, and rib cage. It's so important to master that breath work and then working from that breath work, okay? So that said, with our next exhale, we're gonna exhale and the right oblique is gonna activate and float the right leg up into a chair position, right over your hip at a right angle, dead, not flexed like and hard, working from your quad, but just hanging out there dead, okay? And then we're gonna exhale and lower it slowly, leveraging that right oblique and lat. And when the heel touches the ground, we'll grab a breath and exhale and draw it back up. All the while exhaling and pelvic floor and transverse are sinking. We're conditioning our low belly to stabilize our spine whenever we do work. So exhale, sink, then work. Exhale, sink, then work. One more with that right leg. And then lower it to the ground with control. And as you're ready, we'll start that work with the left leg. Inhaling into the chest and then exhaling. Left oblique's gonna float the leg up into chair. Position right above the hip. Lower and raise. All the while your transverse and low belly are wrapping deeply toward your spine. And using that left oblique as the trigger that's pulling to raise and lower that leg. Good. Take one more. Exhale, raise into chair and lower. Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to raise that leg into chair. And then instead of lowering it to the ground, we're going to exhale and lengthen and extend it. So more weight is away from your center of gravity. And then exhale again to pull it back into chair. Okay, now if you start feeling it in your low back, raise the height of your leg, okay? If you feel you want to be challenged more, extend it lower toward the ground. Exhale. And exhale to return. Good. Exhale, pelvic floor and transverse. Extend and return. Try two more with that right leg, sinking that low belly, isometric hold, and then return to chair. And then slowly lower that right leg. And now let's go left leg. Exhale to float it to chair. And then exhale, extend. Now you should right away feel this, the need to make an adjustment in your body. And that need is either, whoa, I'm carrying this weight in my low back, or am I active in my core enough that I can deeply wrap to support my low back with my anterior core muscles, so my back isn't overloaded, my core is now loaded. My transverse abdominis is now loaded. Exhale, sink deeply. Good, 1 or 2 more, exhale. Good, 1 more. All right, lower that leg with control, excellent. All right, shake those legs out just a little bit. And now let's go ahead and plant the hands. Draw your knees toward your chest, and we'll let them slowly make their way to the ground on the right side. Okay, now the goal is to keep, if it's on the right, to keep your left shoulder blade down, and then open up. Let that leg fall. You can use your right hand to press down on the knees a little bit, and gaze over at your left hand, extended and teed out, palm up toward the ceiling. Feel that nice stretch through your glutes. You may also be feeling it in your low back, right above your pelvis. That's also a very pleasurable feeling, feeling that stretch. Good. Okay, now we're going to bring our knees back toward the ceiling. All right, and then we'll draw our knees to our chest again, up into a little ball, and let them fall slowly to the left side. Good, and hopefully you're able to let them go to sleep. Left hand on the top of that right leg. Right arm is teed out the other way, palm up, and you're going to take your gaze over there. And you can press gently down with that left hand on that right knee. Get more of a stretch with a little bit of pressure. And relax and try and allow yourself to sink into the stretch and not resist it. Excellent. Now we're going to slowly make our way back toward the ceiling, staying in the stargazer position. And I just want to end today's class thoughtfully that it's so important in Pilates to master that low belly wrapping and sinking. So there's a reason why, that's the reason I spend so much time on it, is you have to master your breath work and you have to master that low belly work before you can really move on and put yourself into other positions. So I want to make sure that it is something that you are all getting the hang of, as it were. We can take ourselves into other positions and learn more, but the critical piece is stabilizing our low back. Okay, well, today's Thursday. Thanks for joining me. And if I don't see you Sunday at stretch class, we'll see you next Tuesday at the next Strong and Steady. Have a great weekend. Bye.